Okay, today we are going to replace the broken screen on the laptop. Before purchasing your laptop, you do need to identify exactly what model computer you have. This is a Hewlett-Packard, and behind your battery you can identify the model number that you'll need. Here it is, model number G62t. When you put that in on the website, you will get your right screen. Now, before you access your screen, make sure your computer is unplugged and your battery is removed. All you should need is a small screwdriver and a small Phillips head. The first thing you need to do is to pop off this plastic edge. It's snapped into place, and if you just get that small screwdriver in the crack, you can peel off with a little bit of effort that decorative edge. Almost got it here. There we go. Once it starts, just unsnap it along the edge. There's a little bit of tape behind it as well as snapping on the bottom. So it just a little bit more effort to get that bottom lip off. There we go. One more still attached. There. Now, there is a few screws here that you need to remove to lift out your old screen. You'll need a Phillips head to do that. And we're going to remove the two squares in the top corner, the outer screws. And then we're going to remove a couple of screws from the very bottom. There we go. So removing screws, remember to loosen it. You move them counterclockwise. They're very small, and you will need to set them aside to use later to secure the new screen. Now at the bottom, I remove the three outer screws. It's perhaps more screws than you do need to remove. However, I find it gives the most flexibility to get to the rest of the screws. So the three from the bottom left corner, screw down, got it. And then we'll do the three from the bottom right corner as well. Try to keep it so you can see where I'm working. And counterclockwise. Okay. Well, that allows you to move the screen a little bit forward and see this frame that the screen is attached to. Let's make sure it's close enough to see. This needs to be removed from the screen. There are 4 screws on the outer edge, top and bottom on either side. I actually already removed this side so you can see how it has separated from this frame piece here. So now together we will do this side. Right, a small screw counterclockwise here. They're even smaller than the first screws you took out. And here. That screw is still in there. Now, the old screen, you just lean down forward. I'm actually now able to get that screw that was loosened and set it aside so we don't lose it. Perhaps, yeah, there we go. Very gentle, just stretching it forward till you can get to that side screw. There we go. Okay. Now the old screen is connected just to this very fragile wire. It's held into place with a piece of tape. You'll want to remove and set aside to use again. So you can go back to your flat head screwdriver and just pry the edges of that up. There we go. And there. And there's your connection, just pulls straight out. So we're going to set that aside. We will need it to connect the new screen. Everything else here you just set aside. Now the new screen comes with a foil protector to decrease static. You just want to put that down before you put your new screen into place. So we'll lay the new screen down right on top of it. And I just remove these tabs that hold that front film on place. So this is where the new connection should be placed. Very careful, just lining up those pins. Again, it's very fragile. And just carefully work the pins into place to make that connection. There we go. It looks like a little more. There, it's in. And we'll put that piece of tape down again. All right, it's time to now screw the new screen back into place. So we'll bring it right up here. I'm going to start with those small screws at the top. So I'll just hold it there while we go to the more difficult ones at the bottom. And then when you're reassembling, remember to turn all those screws clockwise. There, first one's in. We'll do the same one on the top over here. Helps hold it all in place. And clockwise to tighten. Okay, I don't need that anymore. And we'll go down to the bottom screws, which just a little bit more snug of a space to work in. Okay, I'm moving on to the last screw on the side, the fourth one. I took a little, turned the camera off while I did the other one. The angle was a little bit difficult for me to get to with the camera, so those are now in place, and this is sort of coming loose on its own. So I'm just going to remove it now. And those initial 4 screws, or well, 2 screws from the top, and then I chose to take out the bottom 6. It's time to put those back in. I'll do the first couple, and then we'll, so that you're not watching for too long, I'll turn the camera off while I complete that. There we go. Top right. Bottom right. All right, so all the screws are back in, the screen is secure. And before I snap that frame back on, this is a good time to see how it works. So I'll plug my power source back in, connect my battery. Let's get a better angle for that. There we go. And let's find out. Perfect. So it's time to snap the frame back into place. Just line it up over the bottom and work your way around, snapping it in. There we go. We're all set. Quick and easy repair, under $50, and saved me a big expense of replacing the laptop. Hope you have as much luck.